Hey guys, Cycling Martin here. How are you? It's been a while since I've made a video, and looking forward to making this first of the year. For those who have been following my channel, you know that the last video I made for 2024 was a video not so good news where it put my winter training on hold. But at 55, I'm facing hip replacement surgery in February, and I'm kind of looking forward to it to get this out of the way. So since I'm not doing anything, I'm just doing some physio exercises on a daily basis, I decided I was going to do something different. I am going to wax my chain and get it ready for 2025. I'm kind of sick of a dirty chain. I'm sick of getting those marks on my socks that I can't quite wash off. And with a chain wax, I just like a clean chain and a very clean group set. So come on with me, we're going to get this started. I've never done this before. I just got the goods. I got this guy. I had the chain stripped of, cleaned and stripped of grease from my local bike shop, which is Cyclist Toronto on Yonge Street. Shout out to Ronnie. There are many other bike shops that could have done this. That was just closest to my house, and he's done work for me before, and he's great. Anyway, so we're going to get this started. I'm going to take the chain off the bike, and fingers crossed. All right, we're going to be doing this. I've never done this before. I hope I do it right. Front chain ring is in the smallest chain ring and on the smallest cog on the group set. So it's got the most slack. I'm going to try to undo this boy. Hopefully I get it right. Here's the chain link. Let's get this done. I've never done this before. Oh, there it goes. That's the chain link. Cool. All right, moving on to step 2. We'll get the melter set up. I was able to get the chain removed. It's dry and for the most part cleaned from grease. There's still some on there, but it's fine. We have the silica strip chip to use. This comes in different blocks, kind of like a piece of chocolate. That's the one we're going to use. And then we're going to be using the strip chip with the silica chain wax, the secret chain blend wax. I want to thank the guys at Tap 22 for hooking me up with this. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. God, I hope I do it right. And then we're also going to use the melter from Silica. I also got this from Tap 22. If you're interested in doing this yourselves, give them a shout. So let's take this thing out of the box. The melter and the stands. Flip it again. Also comes with the user manual, and we'll use the power of YouTube to set up the melter in 3, 2, 1. There you go. All right, this bag right here, you can get about 50 waxing times on that one. All right, so that's what it's going to look like once we get the chain waxing going. Okay, so I had to get a degreaser and rinse the chain in the degreaser just to clean it up a little bit more. I felt that it needed a little bit more extra cleaning, extra love before we put it into the melter with the chain wax and the strip chip. So now we're going to get this guy, put about 300 grams of chain wax into the melter. I think that's good. And now we're going to turn on the melter and let the wax melt before we put the silica strip chip on. Now we're just going to turn on the melter and we're going to bring it up to 75 degrees. We'll give it about 10 minutes to let this guy start melting. So as the wax is melting nicely, I just wanted to talk about my setup here. I'm just in a room using a white desk, an old IKEA desk my kids used to use. And I wrapped it in this brown paper, from packaging. I just wanted to make sure it's protected somehow. If there's stuff that falls on it or wax that drips on it, I can easily just wrap it up and toss it, so that way I don't have to damage anything. It's always a good idea to kind of protect surfaces and make sure, and also later I know it's going to be a mess once we loosen the chain, once it's melted and everything. I'm going to put the strip chip into the pot and then bring it up to 125. I guess the advantage of doing this in the silica melter versus I've seen other people use old crock pots that they buy on, I don't know, Facebook Marketplace for like $10, which is great. But for me, I think the ability to change the temperature, dial up or dial down the temperature is important for me, because for the crock pot, I know I'm just going to mess it up and I won't be able to do it properly. So at least with this one, hopefully I can get it right the first time. I've never done this before. Okay, we're going to wait till this fully liquefies and we're going to drop the chain in. So now it reached 125 on the melter and everything is liquefied with the wax and the strip chip. We're going to drop this in now. Without having to, oh, come on, man. And it said, they said that when you first drop it in, agitate it for about 30 seconds. Let's try to do that. Oh yeah. And then leave it on there for 10 minutes. So I'm going to set the 10-minute clock. 10 minutes starting. It's been 10 minutes. Now we're going to agitate the chain for another 30 seconds before we drop down the temperature to 75 degrees. I want to make sure all that wax gets into every nook and cranny of the chain. So now, after doing that, we're going to drop it down now to 75. That should take another 10 minutes, and then once it drops down to 75, it's now down to 117 now, and at that point we just put it on the hanger and let it drip dry. It's been about 10 minutes for the melter to drop the temperature from 125 to 75, and we are there now at 75, and the instructions are once it hits 75, remove the chain and let it hang for 10 minutes. So we're going to carefully do this since it is hot wax indeed, and let it drip. Chain looks good, looks clean. Woo-hoo-hoo! Have you guys tried this before? Do you wax your chain or do you just stick to lube? Which is fine as well. I have nothing against lube. I just don't want the dirty socks or the oil marks on my legs anymore. Have you guys done this before? Tell me what you think. I'm curious to hear your experience. Did you do it right the first time? Did you get it wrong the first time? I'm not sure if I got this right the first time, so we'll see. I don't know. Anyway, that's waxing, I guess. So once it dries, I'm just going to kind of break the links to soften it up and then install it on the bike, and then let's see from there. Unfortunately, I still won't be able to ride the bike, because if you guys are familiar with the channel, I am due for hip replacement surgery in about 3 weeks, and then I'm facing about 3 to 5 weeks of recovery, and then slowly try to get back into cycling, of course. I'm looking forward to cycling. I have some plans. Some of the plans include maybe going back to Mallorca, Spain, or Portugal, perhaps, to do some cycling, or maybe even go as far as Dubai. I hear the Al Qudra cycling track is pretty amazing. But with that, thanks for joining me in this journey of first time waxing the chain. And if you're cycling during the winter, good for you. Be safe out there. Thanks. Cheers. Postscript. Okay, so I let the chain drip dry. It is stiff as can be. Quite amazing. So I'm just going to take it out of the chain holder. Ugh. Ah, here we go. Okay, it's unscrewing now, I think. Yep. Okay, it's coming off. Rookie. Ta-da! Okay, set this aside, and we will break the chain. Break the wax in the chain, I guess. Still a little bit warm. Just loosen the links a little bit, because it makes it easier to put the chain back on. I was told. Maybe that was fake news. I don't know. Still pretty stiff. I know I missed a few links there, but whatever. Wow, it's pretty stiff. Amazing. Cool. All right. Now I'm going to put it on the bike now. Okay. Later. Thanks for watching. Bye.